Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about phase rule. So in this topic, we are going to study about the common terms commonly used in phase rule. These are phase, components and degrees of freedom. Phase rule is an important generalization dealing with the behavior of a heterogeneous system. A heterogeneous system is defined as a system consisting of a number of phases in equilibrium. The number of phases that can exist together at equilibrium depends upon the conditions of temperature, pressure and concentration of different phases. The relationship governing all heterogeneous equilibria was first given by a scientist named as Willard Gibbs. That is why the rule is said to be phase rule. So phase rule doesn't have any definition, just it has a mathematical formula. For a heterogeneous system in equilibrium, phase rule is F is equals to C minus P plus 2, where F represented as number of degrees of freedom, C means components, P refers to phases. Using this mathematical formula of a phase rule, we can easily calculate how many number of degrees of freedom present in a system, how many number of components present in a system, and how many number of phases present in a system. Now let us study about the terms used present in the phase rule. These are phase and components. Phase, commonly we can define it as a uniform part of a system in equilibrium is termed as phase. Commonly we know that any substance or matter exists in three nature. These are solid, liquid as well as gas. These are the different phases of a matter. Thus, a liquid or a solid mixture could have two or more phases. Phase may be defined as any homogeneous part of a system having all physical and chemical properties are the same throughout. A system may consist of one phase or more than one phases. For example, a system containing only liquid water is said to be one phase. A system containing liquid water and water vapor is said to be two-phase system, and a system containing liquid water, water vapor as well as ice is said to be three-phase system. A system consisting of liquid water, a system consisting of one phase only is said to be homogeneous system. A system consisting of two or more phases is called heterogeneous system. So in commonly we can call it as homogeneous, nothing but whatever a beaker containing water as well as sugar. So we have to stir it. So on looking to the beaker, what happens? It is homogeneous because the whole part of the beaker can be seen as the same throughout. There is no differentiation in the beaker. That is why it is said to be homogeneous. For example, a system consisting of two phases, a beaker containing a solid undissolved particle like that of stone as well as water. It doesn't dissolve in water, so we can see two different substances present in the beaker. One is water and the other one is stone or oil. So this system is commonly known as heterogeneous. Hetero means different. So on seeing the beaker, on seeing any system, we can easily identify whether the system is homogeneous or heterogeneous system. Now in this topic we are going to study in heterogeneous equilibria what happens on different conditions as well as physical conditions, especially these are pressure, temperature as well as concentration. Under these conditions, what is the effect what is the effect of these conditions on the system? For example, we are going to study about one component system, that is water system. Here temperature as well as pressure will affect the water system. Below 1 degree Celsius, below 0 degree Celsius, water exists in the form of solid. Above 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, water exists in the form of liquid. More than 100, it will exist in the form of vapor. In the same way, pressure will also affect the conditions in this system. That is why we are going to study the common terms commonly used in the phase rule, that is phase. Let us study about some examples about the phases in a different examples. Look at the paper. Pure substances is a best example. It will give us the exact meaning of phase. See here, a pure substance may be solid, liquid or gas, made up of one species chemical entity anta helbodu. So these are considered as one phase. Example: oxygen, benzene, ice, whatever it may be, a beaker containing only one substance, water, ice water. So all these examples are one phase systems. See another example: mixture of gases. So some gases easily mix together. These are oxygen and nitrogen. So we can't identify whether the gas containing oxygen, how much amount of oxygen as well as nitrogen. So we can easily say that it is a one phase system. Third example, miscible liquids. So we have to take a beaker. So we have to mix water with solid sodium chloride, stir it well. So we know that it contains two different substances, but on seeing that it is miscible in nature, we can easily see same throughout. There is a uniformity in the liquids. So it is said to be one phase system. Along with the solution containing ethanol as well as water, it is also said to be one phase system. Another example to easily identify whether the system containing different phases. Non-miscible liquids. A mixture of two non-miscible liquids is easily identified. It has a two-phase system. For example, water mixed with carbon tetrachloride or chloroform. So these two, organic as well as water, doesn't mix together. We can easily identify there is a two different substance in the system. So this system is said to be two-phase system. So another example, aqueous solutions. A aqueous solution of solid substance such as sodium chloride or sugar, it is uniform throughout. So it is said to be one phase system. If the sodium chloride we have to put in a more amount, so the solution should be saturated. So such a solution is easily said to be two phase. We can see the amount of substance, that is sodium chloride, in the beaker along with solution sodium chloride. So in this way we can easily say to be this system consisting of two phases. So another example, mixture of solids. According to definition, the phase must have same throughout, and it has physical and chemical properties, same chemical as well as physical properties. Ordinarily, sulfur exists in 4 different forms. One is monoclinic sulfur, rhombic sulfur, sulfur vapor, as well as liquid sulfur. Just we can take two mixture of two sulfur forms. This one is monoclinic as well as rhombic sulfur. These are the different allotropes of sulfur. So they have different physical properties, but they have same chemical entity. So this mixture consisting of two-phase system. A mixture of two or more chemical substance containing as many number of phases. For example, a mixture of calcium carbonate and calcium oxide constitutes two phases. So in this way we can easily identify whether any system consisting of a single phase or more than one phases. Let us study another term used in the phase rule, that is components. A system C in the phase rule equations refers to the number of components of a system in equilibrium. The term component may be defined as the least number of independent chemical constituents in terms of which the composition of every phase can be expressed by means of chemical equation. Now I will tell about the exact meaning of this definition. So let us take a beaker containing water as well as ice pieces. So we have to write the chemical entity present in the water, liquid water, that is H2O, and ice pieces also having H2O. So in this way the beaker containing two phases, but these two different substances having same chemical entity, that is H2O. That is why the definition, above definition exactly gives us the meaning of components. The least number of independent chemical constituents in terms of which the composition of every phase can be expressed by means of chemical equation. So whatever any substance present in any system, we can easily write their chemical formula, what chemical nature. So if the chemical nature is different, it has more than one component. If the chemical nature of two substances are same, it is said to be one component. Let us study one by one using several examples. Examples of component system. Water and sulfur systems are one component systems. Water exists in three different phases: ice, water as well as water vapor. The composition of all three phases is expressed in terms of one chemical individual, that is H2O. So that is why the water system has one component only. In the same way, sulfur exists in four different phases. These are rhombic sulfur, monoclinic sulfur, liquid sulfur as well as sulfur vapor. The composition of all different forms of sulfur is expressed only one chemical individual, that is HS. So that is why sulfur system is one component system. Consider another example, mixture of gases. A mixture of gases said to be oxygen and nitrogen constitutes one phase only, but the composition of mixture of gases has it containing two chemical substances, say oxygen as well as nitrogen, O2 as well as N2. That is why it has a two component system. The chemical entity present in this mixture of gases is two, that is oxygen as well as nitrogen. That is why it is a two component system. Consider another example, sodium chloride solution. So in sodium chloride solution having two different chemical components, one is water and another one is sodium chloride, solid sodium chloride. So the phase present in this system is one because it is uniform throughout, but the chemical constituent present in this solution is two. One is sodium chloride and the other one is water. That is why it is said to be two component system. And consider another example about components. A saturated solution of sodium chloride. It is in contact with excess amount of solid sodium chloride. You know, saturated means whatever the salt we have to put in water, it will dissolve until it doesn't dissolve. Whatever the excess amount of solid sodium chloride should be present at the beaker. So whatever the capacity of the solid sodium chloride completely dissolves. So it is said to be saturated one. So excess amount of solid sodium chloride present in the solution is said to be saturated. So here it has also two component system. One is solid sodium chloride and the other one is water. In this way we can easily identify whether any heterogeneous system consisting of one component or more than one component or two component system. Now let us again briefly we can know how many phases present in a system. For example, ice and water, it has two phases. One is solid and the another one is liquid. Another example about phases, water and water vapor. It consists of two phases. One is liquid and another one is gaseous phase. Another example, ice, water as well as water vapor. It has three phases, one solid, one liquid as well as one gaseous. Two miscible liquids has two phases, both are liquids. Example, carbon tetrachloride, water. Two immiscible liquids has two phases, and carbon disulfide as well as water. Two miscible liquids has one phase, water as well as alcohol. Carbon, calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide has three phases. The decomposition, it is commonly known as decomposition of calcium carbonate. Here it has three phases, two are solids and one is gaseous. And another example, monoclinic sulfur and rhombic sulfur, it has two phases, both are solid in nature. These are the few examples about phases. In the next class, we shall begin with another term present in the phase rule, that is F, number of degrees of freedom. We will discuss in next class along with some examples. Thank you.